Welcome to Amateur Investing. It has been a while, but it's been quite a hectic week. This is my 5th weekly update. I don't know, I'm not keeping track. So I don't have my totals memorized. I did not write them down. They will be up here scrolling along the video. I want to talk about how I accidentally invested in cryptocurrency. So, as I stated before, my goal for this month is to figure out algorithmic trading. My solution to knowing nothing about Forex and not knowing how to code was to use a software called Wonderbit to connect a pre-made trading view strategy to a cryptocurrency exchange. So I made an account on Wonderbit and I had to select an exchange. I decided on Binance just because the reviews I read, it seemed like the best option. So I went to Binance, I made an account. Well, I tried to make an account and said, hold on now, you're in the US, you can't use this, use Binance.us. And I said, okay, whatever, it's probably the same thing. So I made a Binance.us account. I put $100 on it, 100 USD, made that USDT, which is a Tether cryptocurrency. It's a crypto that basically mirrors $1 USD. Okay, so I have $100 USDT on Binance.us. I go on to Wonderbit, I try to connect it. It says you need to make an API. I go on to Binance.us, I make an API. An API is basically just, it gives it permission to act on your behalf. So I have this API set up, I plug in the credentials into Wonderbit, and it says, this is not working, this is not a Binance API. And I come to learn that the API on Binance is not the same as Binance.us. So this account does not work. Wonderbit will support Binance.us eventually, but it does not currently. So now I have this account for a cryptocurrency exchange with $100 on it. I don't want to withdraw it at this point, so I figure whatever. I'll put half into Bitcoin and half into Ethereum because those are like the main ones. So I don't know how well they're doing. I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to let them sit there and evolve because it's $100, whatever. I still wanted to get this working though. So I looked at the other exchanges, and of all of the exchanges available on Wonderbit, only one works in the US. It is Kucoin, which happens to have some of the worst reviews of all the exchanges. But nonetheless, I made an account on Kucoin. So on Kucoin, I want to put another $100 in, because that's what I wanted to mess with anyways. But it has a fee, because they don't let you do ACH deposits. You have to do a credit card deposit, and there's a fee for it. So I ended up spending $107 to get about $100 on there. So when we go to my progress chart, that's going to be out of $907 because that's 100 going into Binance and 107 going into Kucoin. So I connect it with this trading strategy on TradingView. It's $15 a month, but I got a free trial, so that'll get added in later. So yeah, I finally got the code working, or at least I hope it's working last night. So I'll give you an update on that. But for now, we're just going to assume it's a flat 100. That cost me 107. So I'm definitely at a loss for this week, especially since the market tanked. GameStop specifically tanked a lot, and I have a lot of money in that. But I still expect that to go up, so I'm holding on to it. So yeah, that's my progress for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed following this investment journey. If you want to keep following it, hit subscribe down below. It will warm my heart like a little microwave. So if you liked the video, like it. If you hated it, dislike it. Leave a comment, and I will see you later. Bye!